I live on a stretch of old farmland just outside Bryantown. Been here all my life. Nothing much changes out here. Same dirt road, same cornfields, same silence at night. That silence used to be comforting. This happened back in August of 2019. It was one of those thick, humid nights where even the crickets sounded tired. I had just let my dog, Duke, out one last time before bed. He's a big shepherd mix, not the kind to get spooked easy. But that night, he stopped dead on the porch, ears up, hackles raised. Then he growled, low and steady. At first, I thought it might be a fox, or maybe one of the neighbors' strays. But when I stepped outside, I noticed something strange out by the edge of the cornfield. A light. Not like a flashlight or even a car's headlights. It was still. Too bright to be moonlight, and it had this weird bluish hue, like hospital lighting. Just hovering there. Duke took off barking, full sprint toward the corn. I shouted, grabbed a flashlight, and followed. About 10 yards into the cornfield, I lost sight of Duke. I was pushing through the stalks, yelling his name, when everything stopped. No wind, no bugs. Not even my own footsteps made sound. Just total, terrifying stillness. Then the light hit me. Not gradually. 1 second I'm in the dark with a cheap flashlight. Next, it's like I'm standing under a stadium light, but with no source I could see. The air felt thick, heavy. I couldn't move. I wanted to scream, but nothing came out. That's when I saw the figures. Tall, thin, like silhouettes behind a curtain. I couldn't make out faces, just long arms and these oversized heads, shifting slowly through the corn like they were studying me. Then, blackness. I woke up on my porch. It was 3:17 a.m. My shirt was soaked with sweat, and Duke was lying beside me, panting like he'd run a marathon. I stumbled inside, turned every light on, and just sat there shaking. The next day, I went out to the cornfield. There was a perfect circle where the stalks had been flattened, not burned, just laid down in this unnatural spiral. No tracks, no tire marks, nothing. I don't talk about it much. Folks around here either laugh it off or get real quiet. But once in a while, someone will say they've seen strange lights too, especially out near the fields after midnight. I don't go out there after dark anymore. And Duke? He won't even go near the cornfield. He just stares at it some nights, growling under his breath, like he's waiting for something to come back.
I used to drive Route 5 late at night every Thursday, coming back from visiting my dad at the Veterans Home in Charlotte Hall. It's about a 40-minute drive back to Leonardtown, but that stretch of road past the Amish farms can feel endless when it's pitch black. This happened in October of 2021. I remember the date because it was just before Halloween, and people had those fake alien inflatables out on their lawns. Kind of ironic, looking back. That night, around 11 p.m., I was about 10 minutes outside Charlotte Hall when my radio started acting up. Just static. I figured I was hitting a dead zone, but then my headlights dimmed. Not off, just low, like the battery was dying. Except my car was new and everything had checked out at the last service. Then I saw it. There was something hovering above the tree line on the right side of the road. At first, I thought it was a drone, until it moved. No sound, no wobbly movement like a drone. Just this black shape with 3 faint lights in a triangle, gliding silently above the trees, keeping pace with me. I slowed down. The lights did too. That's when the static in my radio turned into whispering. Not voices I could understand, but something was coming through, low, layered. Like several people speaking at once in a language I'd never heard. It made my skin crawl. I pulled over near a small clearing where there's a turnoff for a fire road. The moment I stopped the car, everything went dead. Engine, lights, phone, gone. I sat in total darkness. No moon, no stars. Just those 3 lights above me, pulsing gently. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't even remember getting out of the car, but the next thing I knew, I was standing barefoot in the clearing. My shoes were still in the car. My wristwatch was gone. My nose was bleeding. The sun was just coming up. I drove home in a daze. When I checked my phone, it was 6:12 a.m. I'd lost almost 7 hours. The weirdest part? For the next week, I had these vivid dreams, floating in white light, figures pressing cold metal against my skin, my body refusing to move. Every night, like clockwork. I told my doctor. He ran tests. Everything came back normal, except for a strange scar behind my right ear, perfectly round. I never noticed it before. I haven't driven that road at night since. I take back roads now, longer routes. I still feel watched sometimes, and every once in a while when the static returns on my radio for no reason, I pull over and wait, just to be sure they're not still following.
This is hard for me to talk about. My younger brother, Evan, vanished during a camping trip in the summer of 2007. We were just kids. He was 10, I was 13. Everyone thinks he drowned, but I know that's not what happened. We were camping with our mom near Calvert Cliffs State Park. There's a trail that leads down to the beach, and we'd been playing there all afternoon, looking for shark teeth, skipping rocks, just being kids. Right before sunset, Evan pointed to something out in the water. He said it looked like a silver jellyfish in the sky. I laughed it off, figured he was just being weird, but when I looked, I saw it too. It was hovering way out over the bay, too far to be a helicopter, too low to be a plane. No sound, just floating there, pulsing. Then, in the blink of an eye, it zipped straight up into the clouds and vanished. We told our mom, but she thought we were just trying to scare her. That night, Evan was quiet. Not scared, just focused. He kept looking up at the sky, even after we were in our sleeping bags. Sometime after midnight, I woke up to the weirdest light I've ever seen. Pure white, but soft, like it was glowing through fog. The tent lit up. I thought maybe someone was shining a flashlight, but it wasn't moving. And there was this low hum, like an electric current buzzing through my chest. I sat up and saw Evan's sleeping bag. Empty. I panicked. Unzipped the tent, ran outside. The light was coming from above the trees. I couldn't see the source, but I could feel it, like something was watching me. I screamed his name over and over. Then the light vanished. Just blink. Gone. And the forest went dead quiet. We searched all night. Park rangers, police, volunteers, nothing. No signs of a struggle, no tracks, no footprints. Just his shoes by the edge of the trail, like he took them off before walking into the woods. They said he must have wandered off and fallen into the water. But I know my brother. He wouldn't do that. He was waiting for something that night. I never saw him again. Years later, I visited a hypnotherapist. Not because I believed in that stuff, but because I needed to know if I had blocked something out. During the session, I saw flashes. Figures in a white room. Long fingers touching Evan's forehead. Me frozen in the woods, unable to scream. And a voice. Inside my head. Not speaking words, but making me understand something. He belongs with us now. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I still go back to those cliffs every year. And I always look up, hoping I see that silver jellyfish again. Not to be taken. Just to know he's still out there. Somewhere.
Like and subscribe for more eerie tales.